Hi, now let me tell you what this course is all about. Now, on the videos numbers 1 to 10, which we are in the process of doing, the principle of it is, by the time you've seen all 10 videos, you will be in a position to tick off horses in all the legs, shall we say, of the Pick Six. And according to your selections, I'll show you what would have happened yesterday and what's going to be happening. So yesterday there were 3 horses that were odds-on favourites, and in the other races it was a mixture of reasonable price to longer price horses. And I made the selections according to what I'm going to be teaching you this month of the following. Here are the 6 legs, and in each leg I have chosen one horse as my main banker. It's actually a roving banker, but I'll explain that in a minute. And the balance of my selections are on the other side here. Now, the way that I chose these 6 horses is basically what is because of the betting. And I'll show you the betting. Now, on the first leg, you can see number 2 was an even money shot. So that was my selection. I had 2 other selections here, and both of them were low priced. That was number 1 was at 3 to 1, and number 19 was at 6 to 1, and all the others were long priced. So I only did 3 selections in that race. In the next race, again, my roving banker was the odds-on shot, Celtic C, 0.4, and I only took 2 other selections with that, because the other 3 down here are 66 to 1. So I took 3 selections in that one, with number 2 being my main choice. The third leg is much more wide open, and I took 5 selections in that race, and I took the 7 to 1, the 9 to 1, the 6 to 1, the 4 to 1, and the 6 to 1. I took all those, but I had my choice. My first choice was Snow in Seattle. We didn't win, but I will show you that later, because one of my other selections won at 7 to 1, Moon Warrior. Okay, on to the fourth leg. Again, a small field, only took 3 horses. I took the odds-on favourite and 2 others, and I left out the 2 long shots. In the 5th leg, it was a more difficult race, but I still took the favourite here as my banker, 2.6 to 1, and I took 4 other horses, which were basically between 10 to 1 and less. They even put a 15 to 1 shot in there. So those were the ones I took at that leg. And in the last leg, again, it was a difficult leg. I took 6 horses, and including the favourite, number 19, and 5 other horses. And as it happened, one of the other 5 also won. But you can see the prices of them all were, they're 10 to 1 or less on the starting price on the betting. Right, having compiled all those, this is what it looked like. So I've got all my favourites, so the ones I chose as being my first legs, and these are the selections of the other ones that I noted. Now when you put those into the Pick Six Genie, this is what happens. It pulls up, after doing its calculations, it pulls up, the cost would have been, for a full flat perm, 4,050 Rand. But I'm only putting on 812 Rand for a full perm instead of 4,000. Now, the reason being that I need to get 3 of my roving bankers in out of the 6. Now, these are my roving bankers, and 3 of the 6 have to be correct. And you've got to remember that I have got odds-on shots and the favourites in most of the legs, and the odds-on shots did well. Now, going on to the next part here, we can see which of the horses won. You can see the odds-on shots won the first leg and the second leg, not the third, the fourth leg it won, and not the 5th and 6th. But I had them all in. I had my 3 odds-on shots, and I had my other selections were covered in that. Now, what happens now is that the dividend came to 9,772, and the Pick Six Genie, it generates a number of different tickets. Now, it can be anything. This was a larger one. It actually produced 21 tickets, but it can be from 4 tickets upwards. On these 21 tickets that it chose, One of the tickets chose the 3 bankers and the 3 fields. And as it turned out, it was ticket number 1, but it could have been any number ticket. Number 1 picked that up, and consequently, our 812 rand, which I invested, won 9,722. Now you've got to remember that that is this on the full, and we've covered the same horses, and instead of outlaying 4,000, we only outlaid 812. The big difference is that the dividend of the race was 9,772. Had we done the flat perm, we'd have just doubled our money. Now, we would have outlaid 4,000 and we've got 9,000 back. But because the Pick Six Genie, and because we're not including all the long shots to win all the legs, we're taking it that we think we can get 3 of the 6 right. We actually won the full dividend for 812 rand. There's a big difference between doubling your money for 4,000 and getting 800 rand, winning 9,000, which is about 12 to 1. So that basically is what the Pick Six Genie is all about. We could, if it had been more difficult today, then we could have said, okay, we only expected 2 of the bankers to win, that's 2 of the roving bankers, or we could have gone for just 1 of them, any one of the 6. And then, of course, we would have taken a percentage rather than the full price. So, at the end of your course, I'm going to give you one template of the Pick Six Genie, so that you will be able to put in your selections, as I've told you over the 10 videos. You'll be able to see and put those in and play the Pick Six using my Pick Six Genie, which I'm not going to charge you for. It's a special inclusion that I'm giving you at the end of the course, the end of the 10 videos. You'll be able to use this, and with your knowledge that I'm teaching you, you'll be able to find those selections just the same as I have here. It wasn't difficult to find those, which is why I'd only paid even money, but the Pick Six Genie made all the difference to make it profitable. I'll be doing this several times during this course to demonstrate. And I've also got the Genie software for the jackpot, the place accumulator, and you've got to remember that the Pick Six Genie is also good for the buy pot because there are 6 legs. And if you do outside of horse racing and you want to do the soccer 6, it could also be included for that. You can also use the Genie. I've also got a quartet Genie, and you'll be able to use the selections that you'll learn how to pick for the quartet Genie, and there's some excellent ones on that as well. So that gives you an idea of what it's all about, why you're doing the course, and why you'll make money doing it, because it's not just being able to pick the winners of the race that'll make you money. As you can see here, you're only double your money even winning the Pick Six. The point is, if you construct your bets, and I know how to construct them, and I've written the Genie software for this, constructing the bets turned an even money winner into a 12 to 1 winner. And that's what you're going to be getting, and it's all included in the cost of your course.